This is Panic Press Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, before we descend into the shadowy depths of Torror games, a word of caution from your friends at Panic Press Play. This program contains scenes of horror, dread, and mature subject matter most foul. Blood may be spilled, limbs may be lost, and sanity may be questioned. Viewer discretion is not just advised, it's downright essential. So tuck in the little ones, bolt the doors, and steel your nerves. For what you're about to witness is not for the faint of heart. Now then, let the terror commence.
Chapter 3, Claire. I don't know how many chapters there are in this. August 8th, 1963. Sometime in the AM. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a flower. So there was like a ghost in the distance or something. Well, off we go to Ethel's house. Oh, that's my car. Off we go to Ethel's house, to Ethel's house, to Ethel's house. Off we go to Ethel's house early in, late in the night. My parents used to sing me that song when I was a tiny, tiny child. They were taking me to They were taking me to stay with my grandmother when they were both going to work. One of my earliest memories in life. Oh, we go to Grandma's house, to Grandma's house, to Grandma's house. This lighter, I tell you, it has a lot of fuel in it. Well, we're back here again. Back to where it all began. So our other character was smart enough to leave, but we didn't actually resolve.
Claire!
Well, yeah, we did resolve part of the ghost issue.
Where are you?
I don't think Claire's here. At least not in any way you're going to want to find her, ma'am. Ah, memories. Creepy ambient noises. Oh, that little bugger jumped out at me under here. I remember that much. Yeah. Keep hearing something. Is that breathing? Our other character left this place positively in a mess. If I'd known I'd be coming here as a new person, I would have cleaned up a bit. Sure is good to be back here. Hello. Ethel? I don't think Ethel's here anymore, but those other spirits are. I could have swore I heard breathing earlier. So if that light's on, that means there's power in the house. But none of the lights work. Alright, here we go.
July 11th, 1953.
Surprised Claire today with a visit to the famous Ethel Myrtle's house. She's been wanting to come here for months. The place is hidden, but I met someone who used to work for Ethel. There are rumors about her grandson being involved in her disappearance, and the husband vanished afterward, maybe wanting revenge. The house is mostly locked up, with almost every door sealed, preserving its history. Claire brought her Ouija board to connect with Ethel. She's a bit of a fanatic. She's been acting a bit strange lately, but this trip seems to have cheered her up, even with the heavy feeling here. I boarded up the back door for her peace of mind. Now we're off to see what else we can find. Max.
Good for you, Max. Did I... Man, toilets don't work anywhere. My ghostie has a first name. These are the same pictures that were here before. And why are these people leaving notes of everything they do laying around? I don't do that. I don't go into a room and then sit down and write a note saying, I came into the room today and noticed that it was a little messy, so I sat down here to rest for a bit. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the room now.
February 8th, 1951. To whom it may concern, my name is Thomas Myrtle, the grandson of Ethel and Arthur Myrtle. I have no recollection of last night's events, yet I fear I may have committed a grave act, awakening beside a pool of blood in my grandmother's room with her nowhere to be found. Our senseless argument from yesterday morning seems to have spiraled out of control. I cannot bring myself to face my family, so I'm deciding to vanish. Pa, I never intended harm towards you or Grandma, and I wish you were here to have stopped me. Grandma, my love for you is immense, and I am deeply sorry for believing I had changed. You were right, all along.
No, she wasn't. I swear, I keep hearing footsteps.
Chapter 7. Whispers from the Art Room. Ethel sat by the window, her gaze drifting past the falling snow to the door at the end of the hallway, the entrance to Arthur's sanctuary, his art room. It beckoned to her like a forbidden realm, a place she had not dared to enter and could not in years. The art room held a mystique that both intrigued and perplexed Ethel. It was a space of secrets, a haven where Arthur retreated to unleash the depths of his creativity. But there was more to it than just painting. Ethel often wondered what mysteries lay hidden within its walls. She imagined shelves lined with jars of pigments and brushes, canvases stacked against one another like silent witnesses to Arthur's artistic journey. But what drew Arthur to his art room time and time again was not just the act of painting, but the solace it provided. It was a place where he could escape the demands of the world, where he could lose himself in the strokes of his brush and the swirls of color on his canvas. Ethel understood this, perhaps more than anyone else. She knew that Arthur's art was not just a hobby, but a lifeline, a tether to his true self in a world that often seemed indifferent to his dreams, and as she sat by the window, watching the snow fall softly outside. Ethel couldn't help but wonder what secrets lay buried within the walls of the art room. She longed to unlock its mysteries, to understand the depths of Arthur's soul that he so willingly poured into his work. But for now, she could only wait and wonder, her heart heavy with the weight of unspoken truths.
I like that they're putting the notes from part 1 in here. I don't know if they're of any relevance to the... Wow, can't speak today. It's going to make for a great video if I can't even get words out. I didn't know if it was going to be relevant to the story going forward at all, but it is cool that they left those little notes from part 1 in here. And now, with somebody reading them. Other than me doing terrible, terrible impressions.
Claire?
That was that weird one. Yeah, that nightmarish picture. It's weird that there's power, but what is that? Oh, how did I miss that?
This has to be their flashlight. Max!
Oh,
Claire!
I'm so dumb. I thought this was a tipped over lamp making that light. Well, how about we take the flashlight? No? Okay, it's out anyway. Lighter it is. Oh. The canvas before me depicts a man dissolving into the ennui and weakness that surrounds me. The tape recording is safely secured in my study. Okay, that's from part 1. America. Man, where are the jump scares? I figured this place would be laced with them. Oh, I'm sure they're coming, Tor. Don't be impatient. Did I ever get in this door? I don't think I did. I think that might lead up to the attic, which I'm not entirely sure. We got the good ending on the first game, and I have a feeling to get the bad ending we would have had to go up to the attic, because what was that? Now I think I'm just hearing things. Means the game's getting under my skin. Driving me crazy. What am I missing? Man, this is an ominous place. The atmosphere here is amazingly well done.
Congratulations. You've stumbled upon my tape, where I'm certain I'll be 6 feet by now. Here's the truth. I snuffed out my wife, Ethel Myrtle, with my own hands. Craftily, I pinned the whole sordid affair on my feeble grandson. Oh, Tommy boy, you were a breeze to deceive. My hands may be dirty, but yours will bear the weight of the blame. You see, when you've got one soul dependent on meds to numb the pain, and another reveling in them for twisted delight, pitting them against each other is child's play. Just drop the pills next to the addict's pitiful bedside. I waltz in, the virtuous savior. Tom and I indulge in a deceitful game of poker, and as he rises to use the head, I sneak a generous dose of sleeping pills into his tea. Sweet dreams, Tom, you gullible pawn. Once Ethel was dealt with, I moved his body into her quarters. When he comes to, I'm sure he'll believe the terrors of the war made him do such a terrible thing. He won't suspect it was me. Little does he know, I had him dancing to my malicious tune. I've got him fooled. I fed him a load of lies, making him believe I'm off on some extended work trip tonight. I'd kill him too, but unfortunately, he's my cover. Here's the motive. I've gambled my life for this damn country. Yet, who gets the accolades? Not me, but Ethel. Maybe once I erase her from the scene, they'll finally acknowledge the greatness I've achieved, the masterpieces I've crafted. And if they still don't, well, This confession will cement me as the legend who silenced the renowned author Ethel Myrtle and got away with it.
But you don't get away with it if you
My God.
people hear this.
Sick son of a bitch. The grandson has been innocent this whole time.
Yeah, he has. So for those who didn't watch the first game, Ethel, when I played through it, this was kind of the tape we found at the end to absolve. We played as Tommy, and by the end, this tape is what kind of absolved us of our crimes. And we got to a point where it told us, like, oh, you know, we're free, we can go now. But then it also hinted we could go up, find a way up to the attic where there was some noise or something, if I recall. And I chose to walk out the front door, and then Ethel's ghost came and gave me a fond farewell, and it was a happy ending, good ending, it said. Which is why I think going to the attic probably would have got me a bad ending. But, you know, I've been around before.
September 15th, 1949. 2 decades in this dump have left me feeling monotony's dull ache. Our grandson's arrival, though celebrated by others, only amplifies the dull ache of boredom that has settled into the very bones of this place. The walls close in as the routine of these isolated woods stifles any excitement or purpose. I often find my mind drifting back to the days of war, a time when every heartbeat mattered. Returning to that chaos feels preferable to the dreariness of this homestead. In the midst of Ethel's illness, I cling to the rhythmic purr of my truck and the solace of painting. The canvas becomes a sanctuary for my unspoken thoughts, locked away in a room only seen by my late mother. The keys to my peace rest with her. As I write on this anniversary, the ink carries the weight of unspoken desires.
Okay. So far, we're just kind of revisiting things. Yes? I mean, yes? Sorry, I do a terrible female voice. Claire! That note does explain why in the first one I clicked on this and got a key, even though I didn't see a key there. I just randomly stumbled into the solution, I guess. As is my way. No water. No clues. Tor doesn't know what to do. Hey. I know that was doing that in part 1. I can't remember if it was doing it in this one when I first walked up here. I could go try and get the power on like I did in the first game. Doesn't feel like it though, because there's been no clues trying to lead me that way. This game is intense. They did an excellent job of setting the atmosphere in this game. It's superb. I can't seem to do anything in there. Clara Dairy Do, where are you? Yeah. It's a little harder to get around with this candle than it was the light in the last one. I have a smudge on my screen that keeps looking like a face coming out of the darkness at me when I'm walking around. Come on, smudgy face. You gotta work with me here. Okay, so no power. I'm obviously missing something here. Not at all scary. You friggin'... I swear I'm hearing something breathing in here. Beth! Where are you, Claire? Where are you? What am I looking for?
December 18th, 1949. It's been a tough journey, but I'm grateful to have my grandparents by my side when I had nothing and nobody else. I've been crashing on this couch for a few months now, and my back is constantly reminding me of the discomfort, but it's still better than the cold sidewalks I used to sleep on. Becky, I know you'll never see this, but I'm sorry for how our marriage fell apart because of my addiction. I'm proud to say I've been clean for 2 years now, though life is still tough. My grandmother's memory is fading, and it's hard to watch. She tries to write, but she can barely get through a few sentences. Still, she gets up every morning at 4 a.m. to make us both a fresh cup of coffee, and those moments on the porch mean the world to me. Pa and I don't talk like we used to, and it hurts. I thought we'd grow closer, but instead, we've drifted apart. I'm trying to figure it out. Each day is hard, but I'm holding on to the small blessings and grateful for the family I still have.
As you should be, sir. Okay, she's got to be back this way, right? Is she calling me to return this way?
Arthur, what are you doing with that?
You really are just a stupid writer, aren't you? Why don't I just show you?
Ethel?
Oh, good. I feel like... Ethel, you okay? Look, I don't want you to get angry. Oh. Keeps forcing me to look at her.
My God, how could he have done this to you?
Is she going to attack me? Okay, so she's going to come after me when I try and leave? That's weird. I'm sure I heard footsteps out there. the trail, huh? I think I'm going the wrong way.
February 7th, 1951. This morning was rough. Grandma accused me of taking her pills, which hurt, especially since I've been clean. I know her memory isn't great, but I didn't touch those pills. They were probably just forgotten on the coffee table. Grandpa surprised me by suggesting we play poker tonight and talk it out. He'll likely bring up his 1914 war story again, the year he was drafted into the war. It's a welcome break from the tension with Grandma and a chance to connect, especially since he's always locked away in his mysterious art room. The other day I saw him painting the walls, but oddly, there was no paint left behind. I think those paint fumes must be getting to him. I hope Grandma forgives me. Being falsely accused by someone you love hurts, but I'll try to maintain patience and understanding. Family is everything, even when they're mistaken.
This was also from part 1. He was painting a code in fluorescent paint or whatever that you could only see with a UV light. I don't know what... Okay, so the trail must be this way then. I'm not seeing a trail to follow. There's the light. Still can't go in there. I will follow this invisible trail that I do not see. Ethel. I thought she got to go free at the end of the last one, but if she's in there with a knife in her, I guess she's still stuck here? Oh. Oh, perfect. This isn't at all grating on the nerves. Oh, bloody prince. Wonderful. Of course the door's open now. Well, thank you for that, ma'am. Okay. I'll go that way then. You just wait here, okay? Great. Oh, I gotta solve all the ghost mysteries. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm loving it. Well, I seem to have a friendly ghost with me. Or one that's very clever in setting me up. One or the other.
It's about time someone cut you down to size.
It's okay, Myrtle. Oh.
You evil piece of shit. It's her wedding ring. You'll have your justice, Ethel. I'll make sure of it.
He's an evil piece of shit. Killed that poor old lady. Okay, so Myrtle led me to that. I'd really like to turn the power back on in there. Fine, fine, fine. I don't know what the wedding ring is going to do for us. So now do we just leave? I mean... we have proof, kinda, right? I feel like going back in the house is a mistake, but,
Small town shaken this morning as new details emerge about mysteries surrounding the disappearance of Ethel. Was the grandson involved? The whereabouts of her husband, Arthur Myrtle, are still unknown.
okay. I feel like at this point we should be taking our evidence and running, but, you know. Okay, so what do we got here?
Beth. I'm over here.
I think she's... Yes? Claire? 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 Oh, I see how it is. Now you're gonna let me up here.
What is that awful smell?
Checkpoint reached. What is that awful smell? Is it cardboard? Is it bad smelling cardboard or these garbage bags? Yummy! It's that little psycho kid from the first one. Throw something at him. Radio. Kid.
Oh my god.
They ate me alive. Hurry. She's coming.
Okay. Guess I'll read this one first.
August 5th, 1963. My name is Thomas Myrtle. It's been 12 years since that tragic night. I've been in hiding for over a decade, but I'm returning under the cover of night, seeking answers and closure, if any. I can't bear to live with the guilt and confusion any longer. No more hiding. If I can't find any answers tonight, then my life is yours, Lord.
4191.
I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'll help you prove your innocence. You didn't die in vain.
Oh, so this is our guy from the first one. So I'm guessing the canon ending to the first one is the bad ending, which we didn't see. Okay.
My dearest Max, It's hard to put into words the turmoil swirling within me. I need you to understand that my love for you was genuine, but the path I've chosen was driven by desperation. Losing my mother at a young age left a void only Ethel could fill. Her books became my refuge, guiding me through life's trials with their messages of hope and joy. The road I've taken, deceiving you to enter her cherished haven, was not fueled by malice, but by a sense of duty. In this life, I find it hard to find a purpose. Even the prospect of motherhood couldn't anchor me in purpose. Yes, Max, I'm 3 months pregnant. I owe Ethel everything. With this book of spells and your sacrifice, I'll protect the place she once called home, and where those cherished books were born for all eternity. You once said you'd do anything for me, and I believed you. So I slipped poison into your drink, knowing you'd understand. You look so peaceful now in that bed, and I promise to protect your soul. You may rest while mine will remain here forever. Farewell, Max. Thank you for this chance, even if it means goodbye.
Love always, Claire. Okay.
Claire, why?
So is that Thomas Myrtle or is that Max? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. By will by blood I bind my soul to this vessel, I make it whole, no force shall sever, no time shall part. My essence tied, bound to this heart. To break its bond, shatter its home, from its destruction the soul may roam. For once it's shattered, the tie shall cease, evil be gone, and forever free. By sacrifice and blood of the dead, I bind this soul to the place it is wed. By my blood and will shall it remain bound to this ground in eternal chains, with flesh as fuel and blood as key. My soul is tied unless set free. Creepy. To break this bond, the text must burn. Within its pages, a relic placed, of great importance and sacred worth. Only this can the spell erase.
This is it. The book Mom left to Claire many years ago. It could open the passage I never believed existed, or I could destroy it and free her.
I mean, destroying books seems like the smart thing to do. But you know, part 1, we did the smart thing. And, you know, to paraphrase what Dr. Zoidberg once said, unlimited power could be nice too. I know this is going to come back to bite me. I'm totally going to die because I'm going for this. Claire, I'm just going to borrow your book for a bit. Try and, you know, obtain unlimited power. If that's okay. You don't mind. Still swear I keep hearing footsteps. Leave the house.
Whoa! What the hell?
Does it mean I go this to the back door? I don't think it wants me to leave with unlimited power. Okay. Oh, remove the planks. Oh, maybe I have to remove the other planks. Okay. Does that mean I need to go find a tool? Damn teleporting planks. She's gonna come screaming at me like she did in the other house. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so I guess... How do I deal with this? Is this going to be another one of those run around like a spoonhead things? Claire, you are a terrible sister. Why couldn't you be friendly like...
What the hell?
Why couldn't you be friendly like Ethel's ghost? I want to see if I can try these, planks on the back door. No. Okay, so it has to be that door. So I removed the first one, alright. Where's the nearest place I could run to? Go to the stairs. Pretty sure she came from that way. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe I do it this way? Okay, so backing up in the darkness does not work. Hint, hide far inside the rooms. I tried that, but, I really wish I could run faster. Or that the checkpoint was, like, kind of right at the, and then boom!
Whoa! What the hell?
Whoa! Now, is she just gonna come after... Okay. Do not want. Leave the house. Seems like such a simple thing to do. Hide far inside rooms.
Whoa! What the hell?
Oh, what the hell? Okay, so what if I were to pull this off? Should have burnt it. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't just let us do that either, so I'm sure we'd have to deal with this either way. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Whoa! What the hell?
Whoa! toss him out there? Well, at least she's having a good time. Ugh, gotta do this part all over again. Just give me a checkpoint at the door. Please. Please. Not where I thought I was at all. About it. Fuck off. But it said I had a checkpoint read. Oh. So we start back up here. Oh God. It doesn't... It still starts us way the hell up here. Right in my ear. Is that her or something different? Go back upstairs.
could have saved you, Claire.
Oh, I got out of there finally.
This is what you wanted. What you did was selfish, but who am I to take that from you? What did you learn about our family that made you do this?
Now, I didn't leave everything in the video just because it would have been boring for y'all, but I died so many times trying to get down there. That was a hard section. 6:13 a.m. Okay, well, at least it's daylight. Our beautiful car is back. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. We have a book. Oh. I remembered it said there was a... that kind of leads into... Oh. Okay, I was going to say, I remember it saying that there was a book missing from there. I'm just going to close that up so nobody sees my demonic portal. Some things are best left private. Can I go back? No. All right. Some notes.
March 1892. My mother never thought I would figure it out. Or maybe, in the end, she wanted me to. I'll never know for sure. The bedtime stories she told me weren't just stories. They were pieces of the past, disguised as fairy tales. There was one I loved most, the one that stayed with me long after childhood. She told me of a family who longed to worship their goddess, but the world had turned against them. No matter how far they ran, how deep into the woods they hid, they were hunted day and night. So with no other choice, they used their power to open a gateway to another realm, a world untouched by their enemies. There they built a grand cathedral, a sanctuary where they could finally worship in peace. In its center stood a statue of their goddess, watching over them, guarding the faith they had nearly lost. To keep it hidden, they built a house over the entrance leading to this realm. But it couldn't be opened by just anyone. The key was the very book that contained the spell to unlock the gate. Without it, the path remained closed forever. As a child, I was captivated by that story. It felt familiar in a way I couldn't explain. But as I grew older, as I uncovered more of my heritage, I began to understand. It wasn't just a story. It was a message, one my mother had left for me to discover, or so I believe. And when I finally found the entrance, I knew. The cathedral was real, but it had been sealed away, lost to time. I became desperate. I knew I could bring it back, that I could restore what had been taken from us. I just needed more time. Time. That was all I ever needed.
In these pages lie the secrets of elemental fire. Harnessed through the art of alchemy, beware, for such power is not easily tamed, and only the wisdom of the ancients may guide the hand of the seeker. On the nature of slug slime, the viscous essence of the earth's most unassuming creature, when properly distilled, becomes hell's fire. It is the foundation upon which all forbidden fires are kindled. Fire waters, a flame that dances upon the waves, consuming the tide, yet never drown. To summon this fire, one must combine Thumper Bones. Twitch TV, Thumper Bones, that must be a friend of this Tony Shoulders or something, I would assume. Relic of the beast that knows no fear. Moonstone shards, fragments of celestial light. Slug slime, the essence of hell's fire. Once bound together, the fire shall rise, undying upon the very surface of water, the fire of spirits. A flame unseen by mortal eyes, burning only within the realm of the departed. To weave this ethereal fire, one must blend iris leaf, gifted by the watchful eye of fate, lavender powder, the dust of dreams and forgotten whispers, slug slime, bearer of hell's fire. This flame speaks in whispers, guiding lost souls beyond the veil. Earth's fire, a fire that roots itself deep within the land, scorching stone and soil alike. To awaken this primal force, mix dragon's leaf born of ancient scales and scorching winds. Emerald resin drawn from the veins of the sacred forest. Slug slime, the catalyst of infernal birth. This fire does not burn. It devours, leaving the land forever changed. The bane of fire, witch moss. Amidst all the burns, the only thing that may silence the flame's eternal hunger, witch moss, holds the power to extinguish even the fiercest of these unnatural fires. Okay.
Thankfully, everything is labeled.
Oh, do I have to do some kind of crazy mix here? Is that, there's leaf. What else is in here? I can't make that out. Here lies somebody. 1807, 1867. This one have anything written above it that I probably won't be able to read anyway? Here lies somebody. May Tor get better glasses.
Why are these opened?
Good question.
Whose wallet is this?
George's all-pro maintenance, trusted for more than 25 years. Call repair 32468. Okay. That's Viet. Okay. So, am I supposed to be doing something with this stuff, I'm guessing? Slug slime. Witch moss. So witch moss is the one that puts it all out. Okay, I don't know what I am. I don't need any more of this. I don't need any more of this. Don't you? Do you not? Feel like I need the witch moss because I'm going to want to put out this fire at some point. I'm probably about to start and probably regret. Is that, did I use the stuff that... Okay, so thumper bones. Okay, so obviously I have to do the right stuff here. The fire of waters. A flame that dances upon the waves gives me the tide you never drowned. So this fire is going to thumper bones. Of the beast that knows no fear. Moonstone shards. Okay, moonstone shards. If I was moonstone shards, where would I be? Oh, moonstone shards. Okay, I got moonstone shards. Slug slime. Okay. Kaboom! Okay, so I use the witch moss to put out the fire. Okay, well, let's try the fire of spirits, shall we? Iris, lavender, and slug. And slug slime is important. The flame speaks and whispers, guiding souls beyond the veil. I don't know what I'm doing here. Making fires, you know. As one does. Okay, what other fires can we make? Earth's fire. Maybe this is the one we need. Dragon leaf, emerald, and slug. Dragon leaf. Emerald. And slug. Ah, good old slug slime. Ooh, I like that color. Okay, but now what? Arch to the art of alchemy. No, is there more things for me to light? Is that what's going on here? I'm so confuddled right now. Maybe I'm just gonna bask in some green light. Okay, what's the first fire again? Thumper, Moonstone, and Slug. Thumper. Wait. I liked it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Do I need a different fire for each one? Is that what's going on? Okay, what's the second fire? Fire of Spirits. Iris, Lavender, and Slug. Iris, Lavender, and Slug. Iris, Lavender, Slug. Kaboom! Kaboom! No. It didn't do anything. Bring it back. Okay. Now if I take witch moss, I put this one out. Okay. Witch moss. This moss. Dragon leaf, resin, and slug. Resin and slug. Ooh. Green? Okay, we know those three. What do we do with this one? Can I light this one? No, but I can do this one. Okay, that did nothing. Okay, so... Thumper, Moonstone, and Slug. Normal fire. Green or bright. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Ooh. Groovy. Oh, there's a statue. Finally, my goddess. I have come seeking your... Oh. Awesomeness? This place is cool.
I can't believe it's actually real.
Really? After everything you've seen, this is what you can't believe is actually real? I would like to get a better look at her. I don't think it's gonna let me. Well...
At long last, I have found you. There was a secret hidden within us, a truth buried in our very blood. We were once a formidable lineage, graced with a rare gift passed down through the ages. My mother spent her life in pursuit of what was stolen from us, chasing the promise of immortality to reclaim our lost legacy. But the magic had faded, and the potion meant to extend her life turned out only to poison her. All had been concealed from us, yet I refused to remain in ignorance. I searched relentlessly, poring over every book written about our past, until I discovered a passage. It spoke of my ancestors, and of the possibility that their lost books were buried alongside them. It was all I needed. I pried open every crypt, praying for even the faintest sign of our heritage. And there, with my great-grandmother Eleanor, lay the key to the cathedral. Clutched in her decaying grasp was the incantation that could unseal its ancient doors. Now, as the last embers of our legacy flicker and fade, I offer this sacrifice. I call out to those who once blessed our bloodline. Hear my plea, forgive our sins, and restore what has been lost. Yet even as I cling desperately to hope, I fear it may be too late. The old spells of Edith Holden slip away from my mind, their words twisting into forms both unreadable and foreign. Only those of sacrifice and death are clear to me. Our tradition gasps its final breath. My purpose is lost, and with it, my will to live. If you are reading this, know that I am already gone, and so are you. If you have come this far, you have learned too much of our legacy, and if our end is to come, let it fall only with us.
I'm gonna guess this is a bad ending. I kind of knew going for the power would end up with a bad ending, but good game nonetheless. Though you've uncovered the secrets about your family, you won't live to tell a soul. For most of your life, you ran from the very tradition, ... that will now be your end. ... also known to some as a period. Claire. Anthony Russo, written by Anthony Russo. Assets, music, various artists. From the developer, when I first started working on Claire, I never imagined this would turn into something bigger. Because of all your support, I was able to make game development into a business, something I never thought possible. Ethel was my first real step into this world, and I never expected it to be as successful as it was. I only hoped I could live up to what it started. Claire took me a little over a year to develop, and through the process I've learned so much, but more importantly, Torror doesn't read fast enough. That said, I'll be taking a short break to spend more time with my family. Claire took a lot of time away from them, and I want to make sure I make up for that. Because of that, my next 2 or 3 projects will be shorter experiences, but I'll still be putting the same level of love and passion into them. Don't worry, I'll definitely be working on bigger title in the future. To all the streamers and content creators who gave me a chance and shared my work with their communities, thank you. Everyone's support has meant everything. Every comment, every playthrough, every bit of feedback. It's all helped me grow. Please leave a review. Tony Shoulders. Well, thank you, Tony Shoulders. You make good games. Even if Torror really sucks at the part where you run around in the darkness. Thank you for playing. Hey, thank you for being a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. We do hope you enjoyed this moving picture extravaganza. Should you fancy more delightful entertainment, why not click to subscribe? Or perhaps partake in one of these other fine cinematic features. Until next time, ta-ta for now, friends!